Hi everyone, and welcome back to Little K Artistry. I am Little K, and I am in my studio today getting ready to do another hopefully beautiful painting. I first of all want to say thank you so much to everyone who watched my video 171 on my Little K Cloudy Medium Mix. There are so many of you who have watched it, and many of you are trying the mix. I'm so excited to see the results. Some of you have emailed me. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And if you have questions or something that you want to share and you don't really want to share it on Instagram or on the YouTube channel, feel free, you can email me. I'm at littlekartistry@gmail.com. And I would be eager to receive and write back to you via email if that is your chosen method of communication. Thank you to all of you who have already emailed me. You guys are so sweet. I want to also give a shout out to Romania. We have Romania now. So exciting. And Rhode Island. Rhode Island just came on board too. This is so cool. I feel like it's a telethon. We've got Rhode Island. Rhode Island's coming on board. No. It's not, but it's really just, I feel like I overuse that word really. I need to find a different word. I am ecstatic to hear from you all, and that you are loving the videos and you're enjoying my ridiculous sense of humor and my goofy giggles, and my dog, who is currently snoozing on his bed just beyond the camera. I don't want to bug him. I want to just thank you again from the bottom of my heart. You all are fantastic, and every day I wake up, I check my YouTube channel, and the wonderful comments and sweet words and all the questions and interest and encouragement. It's wonderful. Keep it coming. Thank you so much. I think I got the cloudy bug out of my system, but I don't know. I might be coming back to that very soon, but I want to let you know, those of you who have been following me all this time, or from the beginning, some of you have been following me from the beginning, you've been watching my videos, you know that art started as my therapy. This type of art and painting started as my therapy about 2 years ago when I went through a very, very traumatic, prolonged part of my life. And I'm on the other side of that now, thankfully, and things are definitely looking up. From time to time, like all humans who have been through traumatic experiences, I do tend to relive in a way some of the experiences by being triggered by certain things that I see, or things that happen to me, or things that people say, or experiences that I go through. If I'm sure many of you on there can relate. And anytime something like that happens to me, you guys, I always come in my studio. This is my safe place, and I hope you all have a safe place, and that it's somewhere where you can create as well. For me, it is this little room in my house. It is my studio. And these beautiful colors are my partners, my tools that just help me to get grounded and see the beauty in life once again. So that's why I'm here today. I always fall back on abstract cellism. It has been my rock through all of this. So today's piece is abstract cellism. Again, I want to create something, hopefully something beautiful that you all will enjoy. And for me, it is the creating that's so cathartic and just grounds me and helps me to just take a breath and just remember who I am and hopefully why I'm here. So I hope that you guys all enjoy this. I don't want to be a downer. But I did want to let you know that whenever I come in here, typically now, when I come in my studio and I post a video that is abstract cellism, which is what I'm going to be doing today, you all can probably figure, okay, Lil K's going through something. And what's amazing about this is I always feel better afterwards. So I appreciate you all for being on this journey with me. Today, this is a 14 by 14. It's a thin canvas. I love doing the abstract cellism on the thin canvases. I like on the deep edge canvases too, but typically I save those for the clouds or the Little K blowouts that I do with a thinner, the Dutch pour style ones that I do. But today I'm going to do something. I have a lot of colors here. I'm gonna shout them out as I put them down on the canvas, and hopefully it'll be something really beautiful. But for me, it's the process. So as I always say, welcome. The painting, the art is for me, the channel is for you. So you guys can watch as I go through a therapy session this evening. I am going to start with cadmium yellow medium, and I'm going to just go with it and do what I feel. Usually when I put the paints on the canvas, you guys, it's just, I do it the way I feel. And sometimes it comes out really, really great. And sometimes it comes out looking like butt. But like I said, it's the therapy. It's the act of putting the paint on the canvas. It's creating, it's the process that for me is so rewarding. This is Golden's Phthalo turquoise. And this has become one of my favorite colors. You'll see as I get going here, I don't put very much paint. This is Paynes gray. It's almost black, but it's just a beautiful color. Paynes gray is lovely. It's a deep, deep grayish blue and dries almost black. I don't think I've ever put these colors on the canvas together in this order before, so you guys are all experimenting right along with me. I love to try new things, new color combinations. There are some tried and true ones that I know work really well, like those previous cloud paintings that I did with those 4 colors, the dark purple, the light purple, the dark green, and the light green. This is quinacridone nickel azo gold. This is no longer available, unfortunately, unless you find it on eBay, and it's ridiculously expensive. So I don't use very much of this at all because I don't have much left. It's just a beautiful orange. That we call it Qnag for short, quinacridone nickel azo gold, because I don't know. Humans are lazy, I guess, and we don't want to say the whole thing. But it is quinacridone nickel azo gold, also known as Qnag. And I'm going to go with Golden Diarylide yellow, and this is almost an orange. It's a deep, deep yellow. Very pretty. Super pretty. And this is Pyrrol orange, one of my favorites. Might end up putting a little bit more of the Paynes gray on here because I didn't put a lot of it on. Let me just spin this real quick and flatten it out a little. There we go. Do want to put a little bit more Paynes gray on there. Not too much because I don't want it to be too dark. And I'm not using a green, so these yellows that I'm mixing with the Paynes gray and the Phthalo turquoise will probably make a real pretty green. I can already see them starting to mix a little. Okay. And while I'm at it, I think I'm going to put a little bit more of that Phthalo turquoise down because I really like that color. And I think I'd like to have a little bit more turquoise in it. There we go. Kind of putting it in clumps so that there'll be more turquoise in areas. There we go. super pretty. I know it looks like a mess right now, guys, but just trust the process. Okay, that was, I just put a little bit more of the Phthalo turquoise and the Paynes gray. This is a deep burgundy. It doesn't look that deep when I put it on the canvas, but it does dry fairly deep. It's pretty dark. What I will probably do, you guys, is, because I'm starting back up doing these abstract cellism pieces again, now that I think I got that cloudy bug out of my system, what I will likely do is a series of these like I did with the clouds, and then I'll share the medium that I use, the one that I treat. The original one that I started with was Steve Chase from Chase Fluid Art. It was his mix, and I tweaked it a little bit, and I've received a couple of messages and comments from you all. Oh, this is a custom burgundy that I did. I don't remember how I made it. I apologize. Some of you, I've been receiving some messages from some of you all saying that you've been trying Steve Chase's mix and you just can't seem to get it right. So what I thought I might do is mix up some paints using his mix, and then just kind of show you how I do it. If that would be of interest to you, give a comment down below, because I know a lot of you have watched his video and you really want to learn how to do his style, but for some reason it's a little bit, some of you are having a little bit more confusion with it. This is Dioxazine purple. But give a shout out down below if you think that's something that you would like me to cover in an upcoming video. How to do the abstract cellism the way Steve Chase does. Oh, his videos, I watched them repeatedly over and over and over again when I was learning how to do this, and it can be tedious watching the same video over and over, but I found them to be very, for me anyway, that's just the way that this is a top layer. A different mix. This is a different mix than these. Following his videos and watching them over and over, it's just the way I learned by repetition. So I just kept playing them over and over and over, and I just kept watching and watching and watching, and eventually it sunk in and I got it. But it took some time. I won't lie. It's not something that happens overnight. It's definitely a learning process, but for me it was very enjoyable, and I wasn't in any big hurry. I think I probably watched his videos, all told, I think a conservative number would probably be 50. I watched his videos every day for, I would say, weeks, if not months. And he really taught me so much about how the paints work and why abstract cellism works and how it works. And I just learned so much from him, which is why every time I do this, I just have to give him the credit, because it was just amazing watching him and learning from him. Though I don't use the same method of a blowout that he does. I do not have an air gun. He's got a big, I don't trust myself to do that. I just have a little hair dryer. Okay, here we go. Now the magic happens. Let's see what we can do. Looks like a mess, doesn't it? It does look like a mess. the goal here with this air is to spread that top layer out as much as possible so it has an opportunity to sink down. That's how the cells are formed, because of the different weight of the pigments in the different mixes. That's how that all happens. So I'm going to spin this one time to see what we get here. Just going to kind of move it out a little bit so you can see these cells already starting to form. I'm going to go the other way with it. And you've heard me talk about this process before and how I just love the fact that you don't have to use a ton of paint, because it's just the method of painting. It allows you to just use just enough. And you'll see I didn't even go to the edge of the canvas with the paint because I don't need to. In the spinning process, it goes there all by itself. I am going to help it a little bit though, because I did start with a dry canvas. Sometimes I will use the Flow Aid. Some of you have asked what that is. That's a Liquitex product, and it just helps to wet the canvas so that the paints move along it. And I'll show you that real quickly. I'm not using it on this canvas, but I will show you what it looks like. It's just a tiny bottle. It's called Flow Aid, and you mix it like it says on the bottle, which is 1 part Flow Aid to 20 parts water. I'm going to give this a spin real quick, see what happens. Now you'll see that for the most part, the canvas is covered. I did get some green to form too, that's awesome. See if I can pop some of those bubbles. You can. There are 2 ways to pop the bubbles. I find with this mix, because it is thicker, and this method of painting, that the blow dryer on cool helps to pop the bubbles a lot better in this particular mix than this torch does. The torch doesn't work quite as well as this. And you'll see now that it's almost totally covered. I'm going to spin it a few more times, but I want to get the air bubbles out a little bit more. This is also helping to force that top layer down, and you'll see that there are more cells that are forming, and they'll keep forming for a while. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and spin clockwise again. And then I'll just tidy up the edges a little bit. For me, this is just a very relaxing and beautiful form of art. Some people don't think it's art. Those people can just, have their opinion. Everyone has an opinion. I had a friend who used to say she said, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one and they all stink. I don't know how I feel about that, but you might agree. Okay, the edges are all taken care of. And we're going to spin a little more here. I love these lines of yellow and orange. These, I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit too. And I will post the final picture as well. Let's see, there are a couple of bubbles here. Let's see. There. They tend to pop better once it's all flattened out. I don't usually like to use the torch on this because I don't like to scorch the paint. You can use it a little bit. I'm going to go counterclockwise one more time. Let's see how it goes here. Very close to being done, y'all. And you can see now that tiny little bit of paint, that's all that spun off. So again, it's pretty economical because I'm not throwing anything away. And it's also very beautiful. I think it's very beautiful. What do you guys think? This is... wow. The cells are multi-dimensional, and some of the cells in the middle here have 5 and 6 colors in them. Let me come over there and see. Oh, that's pretty too. Oh my goodness. Let me come over there and see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you've gotten I haven't looked to see if you guys are having a glare from that light. I hope not. Let me come over there and look. Oh yeah, it's not glaring. Okay, that's good. All right, let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit so you can see. You see all those multicolors in there? Kind of pretty. I'm liking it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I'm going to zoom out a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, leave it like that. All right, so once again, I am loving this art. I mean, what's not to love? There are thousands of cells in this painting. And they're all radiating from that one center. It's like a star. Like, I don't know. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I might have to do another one. Well, thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I will include the colors that even though I shouted them out while I was, well, I didn't shout them. While I was doing it, I did tell you what they were. I will go ahead and list them in the description along with all the other stuff, my air cleaner and the torches and all the stuff that I use for various pieces of art that I do. I will shout them out in the notes down below. If you are not seeing your state or your country listed in the information for the video, please do make a comment. Let me know from where in the world you're watching this. I appreciate you all so much for joining me. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your comments and for your support and just for being you and for being here in my little corner of the art world. And once again, this is Little K, just reminding you, go make the art.